dealing with making a subject out of a rational relation. So you can see that this expression is a rational expression because of the 4 out of 3. So sometimes to find or to make a variable a subject here sometimes becomes difficult. And one thing that we need to know here is that to make something a subject, to make a variable a subject, is to make that variable stand alone. So this question, you are asked to make x the subject. So make x the subject out of the relation. And all that we need to do is to find the LCM of the denominators and then multiply the LCM by the expression, through the expression, and so that we can deal with, we can cancel out the denominators and then we can solve the expression. So now you are making x the subject in this relation. So our LCM becomes 3. And then we multiply the whole of the equation by 3. So we say 3 times v. For this side is equal to 3 times 4 by 3 5 r square x. Okay, so all you need to do is that you multiply this one by this, so you get 3v is equal to this 3 will cancel this 3, so leave it 4 5 r square x. The question says that we should make x the subject, so we divide the whole of this expression by 4 pi r square. We divide this one by 4 pi r square. Whatever you do to the right hand side of your equation, do the same thing to the left hand side. That's why I divided this one by 4 pi r square. I divided this by 2 by 4 pi r square. 4 pi r square will cancel 4 pi r square, and it will leave it only x. So it's equal 3v over 4 pi r square. So therefore, our final answer becomes x is equal to 3v all over 4 pi r square. Okay, this is also a relation involving a rational or a relation involving a rational function. So here our LCM will be 3 because we consider the denominator of the expression and then we find the LCM of the denominators. So here you can say the denominator here is 1, the denominator here also is 1. So the LCM becomes 3. So multiply the LCM by throughout the expression to get your denominator dealt out with. So we have here y times 3 is equal to 3 times 1 over 3, because we are multiplying 3, the LCM, by every expression here. X plus 2a times 3. 3 times y will give us 3y is equal to this 3 will cancel this 3 and it will leave it 1 times x will give us x plus 3 times 2a will give us 6a. So we want to make other subjects, so we group like terms. We need to move 6a to the position where 3y is. So 3y, and because 3a is positive, when it crosses the cross and become negative, so you have minus 6a equal to x. Therefore, our answer here will become x is equal to 3y minus 6a as we're making x a subject. Well, for this rational relation, we are asked to make x a subject. And all that we need to do is to consider the denominators y, x, and z. And then we find the LCM of the denominators. Now the LCM of the denominator becomes the product of y, x, and z. Because that should be the LCM of this expression. So what we do is that we multiply the whole of the equation by the LCM. And the LCM is equal to, you can say x, y, z, because the LCM of the denominators, this is going to be the LCM. So we multiply the equation by the LCM, and we have x, y, z times 1 over y is equal to x, y, z times 1 over x plus x, y, z times 1 over z. So we can see something here that our y will cancel y and we will have it xz. Here our x will cancel the x and it will be left with yz. And here our z will cancel our z and we will left with xy. And the question says that we should make x the subject. Then we group like terms by sending this one to this area because x is here and x is here. So xz, and then because this is positive, when it crosses this equals and become negative, minus xy equal to yz. So here we have x here and x here. So x is common. We factorize x out. So say x out, leaving z inside, minus y should be equal to yz. So here we want to make x the subject. So divide this expression by z minus y and divide this one too by z minus y. Z minus y cancel z minus y and have x is equal to yz over z minus y. So this is that. Okay, this is also a relation. We can say that a rational relation. And then we are to make x the subject out of this relation. And what I can say simply here is that whenever the expression in the left hand side is equal to the expression in the right hand side, we have two means that we can do here. We can find the LCM of this and then this, the denominators. But the best way, the simplest way is that we cross multiply them. Cross multiply means that we multiply this expression, the denominator here by the numerator here, and also multiply this one too by this. We can do simple way and we get the answer. So let's see. Let's cross multiply this. You got x plus 2y here, and then you multiply by the whole of this expression, have 4x plus y here, and you bring your equal sign here, and then you multiply this one too by this one. So you get 2x minus y multiplied by 2x minus y here too. Okay, so we are good to go. Now, this is an expression, it's also an expression. So we do what we call expansion of the expression. The expansion means we open up the bracket. So we take the first term in the first bracket and then we operate it on the second bracket. Okay, plus take the second term here, operate it on the second bracket. To be equal to take the first term in the second bracket, that's 2x, operate it on the second bracket, so minus y. Minus y here, that the second term here, operate it on the second bracket. So here, let's try and expand. So 4x times 4x times x will give us 4x squared. X times y will give us plus xy. 2y times 4x will give us plus 8xy. And then 2y times y will give us 2y squared. You bring your equal sign here. 2x times 2x will give us 4x squared. 2x times y will give us minus, because there's a minus sign here, 2xy. And then can say that here we are done with this close. Come here, minus y multiplied by 2x will give us minus 2xy. And then minus times minus here will give us plus y squared. Okay. So with this, we try in group like terms. By simple form that you can see some terms are common here. 4x squared, 4x squared. So it means that when we send this 4x squared to this place, automatically they will cancel out and they become 0. So here we can add up these expressions. Xy plus 8xy will give us 9xy plus 2y squared. It's now equal to, we can also add this one and this one together, so we get negative 2xy minus 2xy will give us minus 4xy plus our y squared there. So at this place we are grouping like this, so we can send this one to this area. We got 9xy plus 4xy, because this one crosses the equal sign, become positive. It should be equal to y squared. And this one is positive, so when it crosses the equal sign, become negative, minus 2y squared, like this. We add this together, we get 13xy is now equal to minus y squared at this place. So we want to make x the surface, so we divide the whole of this one by 13y, divide this one by 13y. So 13y, we do that way with 13y, so we left with x is now equal to, here the y will cancel one of the y here, so left with only y, which would be y on minus y on 13. Exactly. So this is the answer.